Okay, welcome back to the E-Managerial website. I wish to share with you how can we develop the IT audit roadmap. This is an initiative that auditor need to be well prepared in the IT working program or IT audit manual before they conduct the audit fieldwork. So this is the step that will guide the auditor how can we perform the audit activity during the audit fieldwork. So the template will indicate what the component should be described in this worksheet. For example, the company name. If you are the external auditor, we need to put the client name. If you are the internal auditor, we need to put the company name or the organization name. And the brand name is mean the location that you are on-site review or on-site audit. And the report type is IT or IS Information System Audit Roadmap, Audit Awareness, and the date that you perform the activity. This is the region. What is an indicator will present in the calendar. For example, we assume that the month has month end with 31st from first until 31st. So this the fieldwork day mean that the auditor need to conduct the fieldwork activity like checking, check the sampling, something like that. And this one is a business day. This is a business day. This is a weekend. So the activity, the main activity, we need to describe properly and clearly what is the step that auditor will access at the client side or at the auditee side. First is a kick-off meeting. Kick-off meeting is a first engagement as officially that the auditor need to engage the management role in the area that you are going to audit. If you perform the IT audit, you will engage the head of IT or CTO, Chief Technology Officer, or CIO, Chief Information Officer, or CISO or Chief Information Security Officer is an area that involved with the senior management or the management role. And the next is the next activity you will describe post audit correction follow up. If if you plan in the audit planning, so this area you need to verify what is a previous action that you raise the critical observation, and you will check whether the previous audit action has been aware and rectified on time. So this is the responsible from the person in charge, the head of IT. So you may take 1 or 2 days after you conduct the kick-off meeting or the entry meeting. So the next is IT governance and strategy. So you will ask the management role, how can you plan for the next 5 years in terms of infrastructure development, in terms of system support, in terms of security management, in terms of incident handling, something like that related to the visioning activity. So the visioning and strategy of the IT. So the auditor will obtain what is the plan that initiated by the head of department to align the business need or to align the business strategy. So the number 4 is a key component of the audit activity, or we can say the IT infrastructure or IT operation audit. The IT operation audit as the daily BAU, business as usual, that the engineer or officer in charge need to perform as a daily basis. So one is a media and data backup and restoration. So you will engage the server administrator to extract or to provide the sample, whatever that you require on this particular area. So the next is a storage management. So you will engage the server administrator or related the officer in charge. So the next is asset control, very important to control whatever that asset from the business user, or we need to identify who is the person try to access or commit the fraud via the system compromise or inside the attack. We can say the IT sabotage. This is a major risk. We can say the top risk. So the asset control or change management, something like that, you will need the IT executive or designated staff. Sometimes relate to the IT security that you require a sample relate to the asset control. So the next is a privilege access and authentication. You may obtain the privilege right or user right matrix, what the business unit need to be required to access the critical system or core system. For example, the officer role. So what is a particular function or module that we need to gain the user right to the officer function or maker function, or something you gain from maker to authorizer, from maker to supervisor role. So you need to obtain the matrix of the privilege access or privilege right for all users that access to the core system or critical system. So the next is server management. Server management, you will obtain the configuration on the server. You may obtain the list of production server or disaster recovery side, both the production and DR side. So what are the platform on the server? Can be Microsoft or Windows server, can be Linux, can be Unix or Azure, something like that. You need to obtain whatever involved with the server management function, like a capacity planning on the server development part. What is a further plan in 5 years or 3 years? What is a hardware need to be addressed or upgrade during the 5 year or 3 year later? So this is an area that we need to discuss a lot in this section. So the next is a data center management. You will engage a data center administrator. You will conduct at the day number 6 and number 7. Okay. So sometimes you will know yourself what is the area that you are going to conduct. So you will to assess particular area, what requirement you will obtain from the auditee. So the next is network administration. This is related to the network management, network control, or network configuration, or network security, network testing, monitoring, something like that. So you will engage a network administrator. So the field work you will take a 3-man day from 6 to 8. Or the main day. Main day we focus on the working day. So the next is IT service delivery and support. You may involve the network operation center, NOC, or other organization. We can say the IT support or help desk, something like that. So the next is licensing management. You will obtain the list or license. You may obtain the record of floating on the license, and you may obtain what is the license that we plan to provide the requirement up on the system scale up or the need of business to enhance the system or enhance the user requirement. So the license will be increased from year to year. And also relate to the software piracy risk or involved with the legality risk. Is the licensing is not properly controlled from the custodian. So you will engage the application development lead. So the next is patch management relate to the security vulnerability releasement to fix the system loophole, to fix the flaw of the application or OS operating system. So the patch management can be two-way. One is a data patching, and other one is a security patching or firmware patching. So in case, for example, if you obtain the particular patching record or transaction from the officer in charge for the outside ATM, what are the outside ATM plan for the upgrade the Windows version from the HP to Windows 7. So you may obtain the security patching. It's not data patching. Data patching relate to the parameterize change and patch into the backend. We need to actually a statement to trigger from what is a parameterize request in case of the system behavior is not in place. So we need to customize into the backend. So it's called data patching. So patching management can be different way. So you will engage the server administrator or related officer in charge. You may conduct only the one man day at the server. So the next is a change management. Change management is a very important. You need to control for all activity that change or access. Change management is mainly focused like version control from one version to other version, or configuration from one configuration to other configuration. When the engineer release the new configuration, what are the record and what is authorization to get a permission to release the change. After change, we have pre and post change. Post pre-change environment, what is the activity that need to be done by the engineer or officer in charge. When the post-change deployment, after change, what is the activity need to be done by the supervisor and officer. So what area that change management in best practice required. So the auditor will obtain and throw the questionnaire to the particular concern to from auditee to respond back what is a change management procedure and guideline that guide the officer in charge or engineer to follow the requirement. Okay, so the change management will engage the IT head or supervisor on a particular area. Sometimes you start concurrently. You start at 2 and 5. Okay, you may take a 2-man day. And the next is data integrity, data migration, and privacy. This is very important to make sure the data input from the user is correct, and you made the address or determine what is a mechanism that you need to measure, you need to analyze what is the data can be produced, can be translated when the management require into the report. For example, if you don't have the data governance framework, so the data when produced into the report may be not reliable, and management will not trust what the data come from. So the data integrity very important during the system development or during the data migration or cut over from one system to other system. So we need to control this area very important, very significant to ensure the data is integrity. So the person in charge, you may engage the IT supervisor or IT head. Then the activity you need to be done in 3-man day from 6 to 6, 7, 8. Okay. And the next is environmental and physical security administration. This area related to the data center or server room, and also the outside ATM or the campus of the area that you place the workstation or laptop or desktop. You need to ensure the environment of the organization need to be complied with the requirement. So you need to cover what is a physical access, what is the area or thing can go wrong during the staff can access into the area. So we need to control whatever that relate to the environmental and physical security threat. So the next relate to the cost management and budget management is very important. So the auditor will obtain the cost management report that the head of IT need to be report directly to the head of finance or CFO as fortnightly basis or weekly basis up on the present, sometimes the monthly basis on the requirement of the organization when the policy present the interval of the issuance. So this is involved with the IT project, involved the IT uh, outsourcing or vendor or maintenance cost, something like that. So the head IT need to track very detailed in the micro activity that performed by the IT service management team or IT project team that involved with the cost activity. So this area you may take a one-man day to understand what is a process and what is a workflow that the IT auditor need to be determined and measure. So the next is a vendor and outsourcing management. This is a very important that relate to the external factor can bring the risk into the organization is the our internal control was not in place. So the vendor and outsourcing management we need to obtain the agreement, or we can say the NDA or SLA agreement, that we engage the vendor to support our system or maintenance the system or whatever involved with the service delivery. So the IT head or IT supervisor need to treat this area as a significant. We need to engage the vendor and control the vendor during the on-site support or off-site support. So you may obtain the document. Maybe you may take 2 days to verify what is the document related, and you need to verify what is document valid or invalid. So this is a component related to the IT operation. So the next is information security management. This is a very important, and the auditor will work and verify or walk through to confirm what area relate to the IT security aspect, and engage the IT security team to provide the supporting document during the audit fieldwork. So the fieldwork may take 3 days. This is just for example only up on your scope is small or medium or big. If your scope is very big on the IT security, you may extend your mandate sometime 1 week or 2 week or 3 week up on the scope and objective of the audit review. So the next is a core banking system or trade finance application or other critical system. This just for example from banking sector or microfinance area. So you will engage the core banking system team to provide the supporting document or transaction related to the core banking system or trade finance. And the next is in-house application development. You may engage the developer to provide the supporting document or transaction related to the in-house project that the management need to the in-house development team to automate from the manual to the to the to the report engine. So the report engine can support the business well and effectiveness and efficiency in case of the requirement. So the next is IT asset management or inventory management. This is just ITGC in the IT general control. You will engage the IT administrator. IT administrator will provide the supporting document related to the asset management, like asset movement, like asset register, like asset monitoring, like asset disposal. Okay, when the staff is turnover, when the staff resign or terminate or transfer from one department to other department, and how can asset code to be verified properly, and how the IT administrator need to be spot checked as a interval basis, like a monthly or quarterly up on the asset tracing. Okay, so this area you may take 1 day to verify the transaction and verify the supporting document on the 12. So the next is IT project management, that auditor need to understand what is a project authorization, and what is a project team structure, and what is a project timeline, and what is a project risk involvement, and what is a project cost. All are related to the project management and security risk. From the project perspective, the auditor will engage with the management area, like a head of IT or supervisor, to verify what is a project life cycle is executed properly and effectively. The next is DRP and BCP, the area that auditor need to understand and determine whatever disaster recovery plan and BCP are in place and workable. Auditor will to check the plan activity, exercise activity, and team structure activity. What is a module that need to be planned properly for testing and for system recovery in case of production site is not available, and how technology can support the system to fail over from one system to other system, and what the stakeholder can aware and understand what is a and what is procedure and document will be described for the key activity, and aware all the stakeholder, something like that. So the auditor need to verify everything related to the DRP and BCP. So they will go through the document and verify only one mandate. The next is IT policy and procedure, or the IT manual related to the IT regulatory compliance policy, procedure, and standard. They will go through in the high level perspective what is a policy framework, what is a governance role, who approve with the policy structure in case of change in the control gap, and who is endorsed on the policy gap. Whatever the auditor need to be verify and measure on this particular area. So the next is awareness and development on the capacity building. So this area auditor will engage the head of department or IT, and also extend to the head of HR, and will obtain the document related to the awareness and development program on a particular concern area. So the next is exit meeting. Exit meeting is an area that we compile for all audit observation that the auditor found during the audit fieldwork. From what I mentioned above, will compile and make the discussion for the we can say the challenge meeting, but the challenge is a positive activity, it's not a negative activity. We need to improve the organization in terms of internal control. Some auditee, they feel the auditor as a policeman, but it's not that way. If we think like that, it means that we cannot add value to the organization. So we cannot focus on emotional solution. We need to focus on objective base. So when we talking about the objective base, we can improve the organization in terms of risk management, in terms of compliance area. So the exit meeting very important. The head of IT or supervisor need to be agree or disagree what is a disagree area, and auditor need to be record what is the item that auditee did not agree, and will highlight to the audit committee accordingly. So after the exit meeting done, after 2 or 3 months, the auditor will issue the audit draft report to the management, okay, and let the management respond up on the target date, up on the mitigation plan, okay. After the draft report issue from the certain period of time. So the auditor need to be finalized. They may take 1 week or sometimes 2 weeks up on the audit framework or up on the audit assignment. So the final report will issue to the audit committee or board of director or relate to the senior management function. So the auditor need to issue directly to the board of director or audit committee or relate to the risk or relate to the control. So how can we address what the auditor can provide the independent opinion to the senior management or top management as well. Okay, this is just the IT roadmap that what I mentioned. It's very detailed from one activity to other activity. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and share this video.